Good morning class. Hope you are doing well beta. In the previous video we have completed our exercise 13.3 beta. Today we will start our new chapter, that is your chapter number 16, and the name of chapter is data handling. What is the name of chapter? Data handling. Okay, in this chapter we will discuss about the data, primary data, secondary data, how can we arrange the given data in a frequency distribution table, mean, mode, what is mean of a data, mode of a data, what is range of a data. Let us discuss all the thing one by one. So first of all we will discuss about data. So what is data? Data is a collection. Data is a collection of figure and numbers. Data is a collection of figure and numbers. For example, many times you have collected the marks obtained by your classmates in any particular subject, like in the mathematics, in English. You have collected the numbers of students. That collection of number is a data. Okay, that is the collection of numbers is a data. For example, you are collecting a data how many students in each class of your school. This collection is also an example of data. Okay, hope you understand what is data. Data is a collection of fact and figure in the form of number. Okay, data is a collection of facts and figure in the form of number. An example are very easy: the collection of marks of your class students and the number of total students in each section of your school class. Okay, these are the example of your data. Now data will be divided into two types. First is your primary data and second is secondary. So what is primary data and what is secondary data? You can collect data in a different way, and the name of data, primary data and secondary data, will be dependent on the collection form. For example, if you are collecting the marks of your class students and you are collecting the total number of students present or absent in your section of each class of your school, this is the type of primary data. That means the data which is collected by a person for a specific person by himself or herself. If you are collecting a data by yourself, that particular data is primary data. Second one, secondary data. If you are collecting any data from any source means, like if you are collecting the data from newspaper, internet, and your library, and from any kind of book, that is the example of secondary data. Mean to say, in primary data the person must have to involve to collect the data by himself. He has to put some effort to collect the data. And in secondary data, data will be present in a form of collection in any book, in any newspaper, and in any record, and in any journalism articles. Okay, so primary data should be collected by the person by himself or herself, or secondary data will become to the person from any source. There is no source in primary data, but in secondary data there will be a source. Okay, so I hope all of you got the difference between primary and secondary data. After that, the next term that you have to understand, that is frequency. Okay, so frequency means number of occurrence of a particular item. For example, let us understand the frequency by an example. For example, if you are collecting marks of your class students, okay, and the marks are 8, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Then number of times 7 will be there 1 time. Number of times 8 will be there 2 times. And the number of occurrence 9 will be there 1 time. And number of time 10 will be occur 1 time. This represent the frequency of occurrence of a particular item in your data. Okay. So these are frequency. Okay. The occurrence of any particular number. How many time a number will be occurred in your data, that represent the frequency of that particular data. Like here 8 is comes 2 times, that frequency of 8 is 2, and 7, 9 and 10 comes for 1 time, their frequency is 1. Okay. So this is frequency. Now by using frequency, how can we make frequency table for a particular given data? How we can make frequency table? So let us understand this by an example. We have a data like 101, 101, 102, 102, 103, 103, again 103, 104, 104. We have this data and we have to make a frequency table for this data. Okay. And this represent the height of students in your class. Okay. These all the heights in centimeter of your class students. To represent this data in frequency table, we have to make 3 columns like 1, 2 and 3. In first column we will write height. Second column we will mark tally mark. And in third column we will write the number of student, or you can say that this number of student also frequency. Okay. The height is 101, 102, 103. Now how many student having the height 101, 1 and 2? So we will write number of student in front of 101, 2. Again, how many students are there whose height is 102 centimeter, 1 and 2? Again the number of student is 2. We will write 2 in front of 102. Now the number of students having height equal to 103 are 3. We will write 3 in front of 103. Now again 104, how many students will be there? 2. Now we will provide them tally marks. 2 will be there, we will write 2 tally marks here. 2, 3 will be this and 2 will be this. So this is frequency table for any particular given data. This is frequency table for any particular given data. Okay. I hope you will understand how you can make a frequency table. Okay. Now by this same example, we will understand the term range. Range is the difference between highest observation and lowest observation. So what is the highest distance? That is 104, and what is the smallest distance? 101. So range of this particular data will be calculated as range is equal to HO stand for highest observation, LO stand for lowest observation. So highest observation is 104 and lowest is 101. So what is the value of range for this particular data is 3. The range is 3. Okay. I hope you will all understand how you have to make the frequency table and what is range, what is primary data, what is secondary data. So to start the exercise of this chapter, we will need to go through the basic part. This is the only basic part of this chapter, beta. Read the page number 336 and 337 of your book carefully, and in the next video we will start our exercise 16.1. I hope all of you got it. Thank you and have a nice day.